The ingredients on how to make the crepes are 2 eggs, chocolate, flour, milk, and sugar. The tools you need to make the crepes are a bowl, a spatula or a spoon, a whisk, a sieve, I don't know what it's called, but a sieve, probably a spoon, and also a non-stick pan. The non-stick pan is optional. If you don't have a non-stick pan, you can just use butter so that the crepes won't stick. Now to start on the crepes, you need 2 eggs and crack it inside the bowl. Don't make a mess and don't get any shells in there. Oh my god, I made a mess. Okay, scratch on the do not make a mess part. Just put it in the bowl. Don't forget to wash your hands, and then you need to whisk everything so that the yolks will, combine with the egg whites, and make sure to whisk it well. Okay. Now that it's mixed well, you need to take out your flour and your milk, and also grab your sieve and sieve maybe 2 spoonfuls or 3, just little by little. You need to do the sifting because you don't want any lumps in there, and it'll get all lumpy, and you don't want that. And then a little bit of the milk, don't put too much, and then you mix it all together with your spatula. See, this is a little bit lumpy. Make sure to get the lumps out by, just beating it with your whisk. Make sure the batter do not have any lumps whatsoever, because that would be a lumpy crepe. The consistency you want is actually kind of like thick water. You kind of want a thick water consistency, but this is too little for me, and I want to make a lot of crepes, so I'm going to add more flour. If you add too much flour, put some milk in. If you add too much milk, put some flour in. It's kind of just like a consistency thing. You can also make pancakes out of this batter. Just make it a little bit thicker and you can make pancakes, but right now I'm making crepes. Just continue mixing it until you get the consistency you want, which is again thick water. See this? This is way too thick. If it's too thick, add a little bit more water. A little bit more milk. Just a little bit. You don't want it too watery. After that was too little. It's kind of just like guessing, the consistency. There's no actual measurement. You just need 2 eggs and some flour, milk. You can make a lot, just put a lot of eggs, a lot of flour, and a lot of milk. But this is enough for me. Okay, this is the consistency I want. See that? Thick water. Keep mixing until it's well incorporated. Sometimes there's going to be lumps and bumps in there, and you don't want that. Okay. Now that you're done mixing, take away these 2. Next thing you do is to get your sugar and you put it in. It depends on how much sugar you want. I usually put a lot in there because I love sweets. I put in 3 tablespoons in here. That's a lot, but I love sweet. This will make it very, very sweet. Just adjust the portion and the amount you put in. With crepes, you can actually make a savory crepe. Just don't add sugar and then add, I don't know, like meat or something, and it will become savory. Add some salt. No? You can do many things with this batter. After you got this, put it to the side. And then take your chocolate. And get your chocolate and a cutting board and also a knife. And you're going to chop the chocolate into tiny little pieces. Just kind of chop it like that. This is dark chocolate I'm using, but you can use milk chocolate, white chocolate, whatever you like. Now that you're done chopping your chocolate, put it again inside of the bowl and then microwave it for roughly a minute, like 1 minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes. I dropped some, and just eat that. Yum. When you're melting chocolate, make sure to do it in 30-second intervals. Like you put it in the microwave, 30 seconds, put it out, check it, put it in the microwave again, 30 seconds, check it out, and then 30 seconds, just to make sure it doesn't burn. Let's do that. Damn, it's so... See, after 30 seconds, it doesn't really look like anything. It didn't do anything to the chocolate, so you put this in again in another 30 seconds. Put it in. That's another 30 seconds, mix it up. Maybe another 30 seconds, and then I need another 30 seconds on this. This is what your chocolate should look like. Kind of very melted, very, I guess, liquidy. And then you go back to your batter again and put the chocolate into the batter. With the rest of the chocolate, you can eat it. Once you put the chocolate in, mix it up to make it incorporated. Okay. Next thing to do, next step is to cook it. To cook it, you need to turn on the stove. Put it maybe at medium-low. Put it in medium-low. Wait for it to cook. Not cook. Wait for it to heat up. And then after it heats up. It's smoking a little bit. What the hell is under there? Oh, nothing serious, I guess. And you wait for this to heat up. What the hell is that? Oh, it's not from the pan. Don't do that. Don't touch it. tonsils. The first one's always going to be fail, so don't worry. Put the batter onto the pan and spread it around so it thins out. This is not a pancake, this is a crepe, so it needs to be thin. Make sure to check the undersides of everything to make sure it's not burning with your spatula. Okay, it's not done yet. And a minute now. Okay, you probably need to be very, very calm and patient. Okay, it's done now. Now you want to take the kind of outer part of it with your spatula and then grab it with your hands and flip it. The first one is not always going to be beautiful, but this one is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, and that is your crepe. We're going to do all the decorating later, but right now we're just going to make the crepes. Now the next thing you want to do is probably, making it look pretty, decorating it and such. What I like to do is I like to actually put some kind of spread in there. I like to put it here and then roll it up. So let me just do that. You get a little bit of that, you put it in, spread it in. Now after you do this, you roll it up into a little log. And there you go, that's your first crepe. And next thing I like to do for decoration is to get some ice cream. Get some of this ice cream. I personally like vanilla. One number. Okay, it doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't look pretty, but you know. But these are going to be matte. And the next thing I like to do is to put in some condensed milk. Just drizzle it on. Oh my god, yes. Now that is your kind of messy but delicious crepe. You can put like sprinkles or like powdered sugar, but right now I do not have both of those things, so this is what I'm making. Enjoy!